bear with me on this one. I'll show you something, right? Just bear with me on it. The whole idea of seeing something is if you see something, right? So there's an idea. It gets very creepy. See what I'm saying? It gets very creepy. So there's always an idea to trying to find it again, you know? There's an idea. Now watch this. Even when it has like slight little hints, right? Just slight little hints. So what's really creepy about it is how it easily does this. Okay, watch this. It does this so easily. That's another reason to always be a little curious, you know. This thing is so messed up, dude, by the way. I'm about to show you. Even that looks a little messed up. See that? That looks a little messed up. I'm about to show you how crazy this can really get. It can get really, really crazy. So you need to have like enough. You know what I'm saying? You need to have enough. It has to be like enough. It just has to have an enough to it. It just has to have enough. Because then it just doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? But it has to have like enough. This one's the weird one. Where's the weird one? So weird. Yeah, because it's like a blend. Hold on with this one. This one's a little bit of a blend. I don't even like how that thing's just casually there. See, upside down. I do not like the casualness of that. Even it looks like a shoulder. See, if you were put enough brain power into it, that kind of looks like a shoulder, right? Oh boy. So hold on. I'm trying to find the sicko. There's a sicko, and that's what gave me even an idea to look at this, you know. I'm even mad at stuff like this sometimes. See this one right here? A little mad at that one. Just a little bit. A little emotion coming out of it, right? Just a little bit of emotion coming out of it. Okay. There's 3-0. See this 3 combo right here? Isn't that so messed up? Look at the 3 combo because we can cut it in 2 different ways, right? Then it just feels messed up, you know? But it gets crazy because since we've accepted that, okay, so now we've accepted that, right? That's what kind of makes it crazy because now some other things, it's so messed up, dude. It makes your brain really, really actually think. When we go up here, here's a common one I see, but I hate seeing it. It's just look at that. Do you see the way these walls look? Look at the way they look, dude. There's always got to be an idea of something being re-envisioned, you know what I'm saying? Like remade, revisioned, all kinds of stuff, right? But the way that they made these walls right here, this really creeps me out, dude, a lot. Just like casually doing it just doesn't make any sense, you know? That's why this is up here too, this stuff. So you get the aura feeling. Now I end with something creepy again, you know, that's the whole point. It's the whole point of all this creepy stuff, right? I hate different colors because different colors can kind of, see this stuff up here, it can kind of take away some stuff when they're doing different colors. Okay, so that's the whole point of why they always do different colors. This would be nasty to somebody because if you've ever been with a female, once again, if you've ever been with a female, that would be pretty crazy to see this. Also, bright. I'm disgusted because I want to see bright again. The reason I want to see bright again is because stuff like this happens. See, that's the reason I want to see bright again. So it's not like the dumb. That's the creepy part. It's not even a dumb word that I'm saying. You know, it's just like I want to see this bright again. You know, I need to see it. It's a I need to see it kind of thing, you know? We end on a highlight. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, we have to end on a highlight. This one, you gotta be a little patient with me because this one's, we don't even like this being here. You know what I mean? We don't like that being there. But this one right here, watch this. This one's like this one's so messed up, dude. This one's really messed up. It doesn't even like, you know, this thing that I'm about to show you, it doesn't even have like, it has a no mercy kind of thing, you know, to it, like a no mercy. It just tells you, hey, something crazy's going on, you know. That kind of even tells you, look at this little thing, this little annoying thing right here, this 1, 2, 3, that kind of tells you something. That something really annoying is happening, right? It's crazy when you're with females, man. Man, it is so crazy. Gosh, it is crazy. Where's the spot, though? See, this is what I'm trying to find, though. Get ready for this. I'm trying to find this one. This one, I would literally take a lot of minutes into this video just to show you. See what I'm saying? That's how creepy it is. Take a ton of minutes. This gets me thinking a lot, this one right here. That could get me thinking. That's the problem. See, that one's a problem because it just gets me thinking. This one I'm about to show you, dude. Oh, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like wow. This one. Man, sometimes I also wish I had a better understanding because there looks like there's something up here. It's kind of like this one right here is kind of like a moment of I wish I had a better understanding right here. Sometimes it's nice when you have a better understanding. I can feel it with that. Yeah, I could definitely feel it with that. Thank gosh we have that below too. I feel a little bit with that one. Yeah, this one, I know why this one's getting to me emotionally because it looks very, very, very intense. You know, it just looks intense. That's why this one's kind of like, it's a little bit, you find it and you're kind of like, oh, okay, you know, right? That's the feeling behind it. Ray is so cool, dude. Isn't Ray cool? Ray is just way too cool. Because when you can even cut this off right there. See that? You can cut that off. Ray's pretty fun. Ray makes you look at a lot of things differently. Is this creepy thing that I'm trying to show you right around this one? Maybe. That's so messed up if it is. You know? That's pretty creepy too. Creature wise, that could be this could be creepy. That could be something. Super lucky tail, man. There should be a notation towards super lucky tail. There really should. There should be some kind of notation towards it. Where's this? So nasty when we just keep seeing stuff like that. It's so nasty. I wanted to see this though and try to show you this one because this one I was like, how is this thing right here? That's exactly what I mean. I was like, how in the heck with all this crap, right? All this crap, how's this thing here? That's what that was. A push needs I don't know if this is a good idea of a push, but pushes are pretty cool to see. I know people like to see pushes. I like to see pushes, like as a general kind of thing. Split has to be somewhere. You know what I'm saying? If Ray is here, Split has to be somewhere. Split. What a dirty little, very dirty, right? Just dirty. The energy behind that could even be important. See this one? This could be an important energy. And it takes enough time, but that could be an important energy right there. Trying to find it though. Gosh dang it, this thing right here, I'm telling you. This thing, wow. Wow with this. Oh, lopside, by the way, there was kind of an example of lopside here too. Let's see if I look at lopside, I'll be able to see where the other one is, right? But I have to probably look at lopside. I'm kind of digging the energy behind this one. See, I dig the energy behind this one. Here's tail again, coast tail stuff. See, they're doing all this crazy stuff around it, right? Because that's the point. They're doing a bunch of crazy stuff. That's kind of there it is. There's the idea of lopside. Yeah, lopside's pretty messed up. Lopside, you need a little bit more research, though. You know what I'm saying? That still needs some research. But yeah, there's a whole entire idea behind lopside. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love. See, that's why I love that thing on the Shadow of Colossus map. I just love that thing. I love it so much. As soon as I had an idea of seeing it, I had to see it, and then I was just like, oh, okay, I like that piece of crap, But I had to see it, and then I was kind of laughing though, because I was because that just opens your brain up a little bit. What it really opens your brain up to being like, oh, okay, I can actually be scared by a map. I may think I can't be scared of a map, but yeah, I could be scared of a map. Look at this little hint. See, this is why I'm saying it's so creepy. See that little hint? That's creepy. So there is a creepy thing around here, okay? Get what I'm saying? There's a creepy thing that's around here. That's actually really creepy up above it too. See this right up above it? That's just as creepy. And the reason that's just as creepy is it may not be the right face, okay? So maybe it's not the right face. But it's giving a little, I'll show you. It's giving a little bit of aggression, It's giving a little bit of it. It's giving the right shades, giving all kinds of things. Creature is creature, man. And creature leads to faces. See that? That looks like a little face. So creature, I don't know what their whole concept behind creature is, but it's a pretty good concept, right? Just a little bit of a good concept. just a little bit good. Okay. Crazy to see it like a dead body, right? It's pretty crazy. That is really crazy. Just try and imagine that I saw a dead body form of that. I don't know if I did or I didn't. When it moves fast, it's like, can you see? There's a whole point they have of moving it fast too, by the way. Of course. If they move it fast enough. Seeing this again, you know what I mean? Seeing this again, oh my gosh. How far do we want to go back? Just knowing that we're seeing it again, right? This looks like an example. See that? That looks like an example of... That looks creepy. That looks like a really good example. Yep, that's a really good example of them telling you that, hey, I can do some pretty creepy things. I can do some really creepy things. I'm surprised how creepy this is too, guys. I really am. I'm surprised. Sometimes you're just really surprised what they're doing, what they're not doing. I get Demi-Kids feel. See this one up here? Demi-Kids feel. That is definitely a feel of Demi-Kids. I know that is a feel of Demi-Kids. You can always feel Demi-Kids because they have these certain scythe. You know, they have certain things they've made in Demi-Kids. Ooh, I like the energy behind that. See that right there? I can get with the energy behind that. It's pretty good energy. It's been nothing but creepy, you know what I'm saying? It's been creepy. I've been trying to... I might have to come back to this dang thing. We're up to 15 minutes. I might have to come back to this thing. This thing's a really good thing to see, though. You know what I mean? Just like one of those good things to see. I kind of like how that looks like, if you were to take this out, that kind of looks like a good form of hover. So that's not too bad. That's pretty cool that it's like showing like hovering. I always like side. Every time I say side, there's a reason I like side. Side is kind of odd. You know what I mean? Like the idea behind a side, it's a little bit odd. It's a little odd that we have a side right next to the nasty thing I was talking about, right? So that's a little odd. I'm really trying for you guys on this one, by the way. This one, this one's like, I can do anything. That's the kind of principle behind this one. This one's I can do anything. One of these times we'll break down. We'll break this one down right here. We have to. There's kind of a feel we have to break down that one. It's just a lot of creepy stuff. You know what I mean? It's just so creepy. I so bad want to show you guys the one. I don't even like this one because look, that looks like how that looks like an arm? Looks like your arm. Like it's a separation, of course. They're not gonna show the connection, but it looks like kind of like the arm's attached, you know. And it would suck if your arm was, you know what I'm saying, attached. That would really suck. That's kind of why we were always talking about like dislocation and bends. You wouldn't believe what they'd want to show you. They'd want to show you, you know, like they'd want to show you a limb being not a limb. They want to show you some creepy stuff, you know. TS is a crazy principle to add, but I always add. I'm going to show you an example of why I always think of TS. See this right here? There's that right there. It's always smart. It's smart when you think of something, when you add something that you would never add, but like you add it. This is right here. This is right here. Look at that, all looking like a TS, you know, a transgender vulva, right? But like, here's the reason we add that in. You know, it's another reason we add that in. Look at those legs. Do you see those legs? So there's a little purpose. There's just a little purpose to adding that in. Maybe we can get the shape. See what I'm saying? So if we do enough research, just maybe we get the shape. But we have to do enough research, you know. Has to have research to it. That's kind of like the arm-foot concept. That's what that feels like. That feels like an arm-foot concept. And you know, if you, I don't know how long you'd want to study a female. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how long you really want to study a female or whatever. But I'm sure there's been examples. You know, I'm sure. Connection is crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I want to see connection. See, like, you just feel sad looking at that. You feel a little bit sad looking at that thing. So that's why I kind of want to understand what the connection stuff is. That just makes you feel sad, you know? The last one, I think a good cuckoo moment also, by the way, I'll tell you something. A good moment when you feel cuckoo or you just feel like crazy stuff is going on. I feel like it's such a good moment, dude. You have no idea how good of a moment it is. Because sometimes you're just trying to be chill or whatever, you know? But the moment that stuff like this happens, wow. This concept right here looks pretty cool. I just like how this concept looks, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of like good thinking. That's why I keep looking at the sad eye thing. I keep calling it like a sad eye. I keep looking at it. I'm just like, what is the point behind that? Fee. Isn't it crazy just to think that that's like a fee thing? It's not too crazy though. Fee is pretty out there. The whole Zelda fee thing. When they show Fee, you know, just dancing in the sky. Okay. I don't. By the way, I don't like Neo Kuni when they shove. You know how Neo Kuni shoves things in your face. I say if you're ever researching Neo Kuni, you keep it light and you try and see maybe the stuff around Neo Kuni, because when they're shoving stuff in your face, it's kind of like, you know, there could be some trickery to it, so you're not actually seeing stuff you want to see, you know. That's their whole idea. I get so mad at this 1-2. See this 1-2? This 1-2 can be kind of punishing. See how it does that? So it can be a punishing 1-2. It's a scary 1-2. The reason it's scary is it wants you to look at something else. And that's what makes that 1-2 pretty scary. But you have to you know what I'm saying? You have to have an idea. She is so crazy powerful. Isn't she so crazy powerful? You feel her power no matter where you go, no matter what you do, you feel her power. You know what I mean? I just feel her power. I feel like that they made a whole entire thing on her. You know, just like Fallen Star. I'm just like, it's like crap, man. Even like when you're sliding down, see that sliding down? To think that could be short. See, that's the crazy part. If we were to maybe accept this crazy repetitive crap right here, if we were to accept this, right? Just maybe right now we're seeing shorts. Maybe. But we have to accept that. See what I'm saying? That's where the crazy thinking goes into that. And then that could be crazy for other reasons, right? So that's a problem. That's a problem. That could be pretty crazy. It could be a little different. And I like that. I really do. I like that. I like that because when a video game secret happens, you want it to, you know what I'm saying? When a video game secret happens, you want it to be something. You don't want it to be like a moment that you're just like, oh, I've seen that, or, you know, I've done that. Right? You kind of want it to rip you. You know what I'm saying? You kind of want a video game secret just to rip you apart. Because if it doesn't rip you apart, you're just like, you know. So many ideas to float, dude. I like just looking at this, right, as an example of float. There's a lot of ideas I'm sure they had with it. Okay, you know what? We'll get back to it. I know it's somewhere. That's what's irritating me. I know it's somewhere. I'm probably going to be like looking around and around and around, you know. This right here is kind of messed up because guess what? I was playing Shadow of Colossus. This could be very messed up. See this one right here? It does look like it could be messed up. And the reason it could be messed up is it definitely feels like it's messed up. See, we have a 1-2 going on right here. Shadow of Colossus is crazy, dude. It's really crazy. So why would dislocation, right? Look how crazy that I burped on that one. Dislocation and all that, it matters. And when it races your brain, by the way, watch this. When it races your brain, it gets really creepy. It gets really creepy when it races your brain. This is right here. And guess what's right next to it? Short feet. Yep, there's short feet next to this one. They are really adding so many secrets. They're adding so much stuff to the visual eye, like to the eye of the human, that it's so good. I even like if we see I think we've seen some forms of this thing right here. But do you know what I like most about this is that if I could imagine it, right? If I could imagine this little thing right here, if I could imagine it moving, right? And then I could see it like moving. And that's probably where we have a little connection up here. But if I could see that moving, right? If I could actually go and see that moving, that would be pretty creepy. Depending on how they have it moving too. They have to have it moving good, right? But yeah, they could have some kind of that. See, that's what I'm saying. At the same time as while they're getting creepy with you, they could have concepts, right? Because that's just a whole entire another thing. Soon as they just have. But what attracted to me to all this, to finding this creepy stuff that we're seeing right now, guys, all this creepy stuff, what actually attracted me to it too, I'm going to tell you about this, right? This crazy crap. That energy, you could even have a little energy right there. That has a little bit of energy. This has a tiny bit of energy. But what attracted to me is, of course, the one I can't find you, right? But, geez, oh gosh, it's a tall. See, this one's tall. Look how it looks like it's stretching. See how that looks like it's stretching and it's tall. So this could be actually a really good one because it's tall and it's stretching all the way up. There is the thing that even I'm gonna tell you. The thing about it is something that creeps you out enough. It's really hard to forget something if it creeps you out. So something that creeped me out. We even got a one leg. I hate Ray because Ray's kind of like. What about that one leg concept? Because in Shadow of Colossus there's a one leg like a concept of one leg. So here's this thing right here. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this because I was at the beginning of the video. I'm gonna try and tell you something. All right, this texture idea, the ideas that they have for textures, seams are a very perverted thing to look at. It's very perverted to look at a seam or something. But if you're with enough females or something, you'll get kind of an idea what a seam is. But you know what's the crazy part too is when you're finding a video game secret. See, this is why I pay attention to this stuff. When you're finding a video game secret, you don't know anything really about the video game secret, but if there's something that's making your eye, make your eyes feel a little like, okay, where the crap am I, right? Then you have a curiosity for all kinds of other things. Like anytime, even if it's not 100%, right? Even if it's not 100%, anytime that you see something like that, you'll get an idea. I can end on a highlight of this too. Watch this. I can actually end on a highlight of this. Do you see this example they got up here? Maybe not the best example, right? Maybe it feels like to you it's not like the best example. But what's crazy? Anytime I get into the idea of somebody's head, right? Because we have this stuff up above. So anytime I get into the idea of the head that possibly something else is going on, that's a pretty creepy thing too. So if I get an idea over the head, right? And I feel like if you took appreciation and time sometimes, that's why I feel like if you took appreciation and time for different things that you're trying to accept or you don't know if you've accepted it yet or not, it could open you up to fun stuff. I love being open up to fun stuff, and it really does. It opens you up. How does it? You're probably asking yourself, well, how does it open you up to something fun? Enemy Zero had this. It had a lot of ideas. Okay, so it had idea after idea after idea after idea, but it had so many ideas that it made its own idea. You know what I'm saying? So it just had enough. It had an idea, an idea, an idea, and then it was actually something cool to pay attention to. But it had enough. It just had to do it again, again, and again. You know. But after time, they actually ended up making some crazy ideas in there. You know. It's not really easy just to have a concept like a concept. It's a pretty powerful concept when you use just like a stupid one, right? Too like bloody shoes. While it sounds, it sounds stupid. You can't even like deny to yourself, it's pretty good. It's pretty good carrying different things on your feet, right? It's a pretty good concept. I hate how see this right here. See how it fades that leg right there? That's the art of creepy. Do you know the art of creepy can go in so many different ways, but I hate how that's like a faded leg because the way that they're doing that is pretty messed up when you think about it. It's like you're almost there. And you're almost there is very, very annoying. That is a very annoying thing. That's annoying me right now. See what I'm saying? That's annoying me right now because it's like you're almost there. So you're almost there, buddy. That kind of thing right there. It's like you're almost there. Spots of floating has spots right here. That's a spot. There's a reason to floating. Floating's some kind of design to animations. It's a whole design to animations and movement. This crazy part. See, the reason we talk about this fade, okay? So the reason we talk about this fade, right? Is what else could I do, right? See, when I add this right here and I add kind of like it looks a little thinner down here. Okay, so it looks a little thinner down here, right? But guess what? Right now, I'm adding 2 secrets. Get what I'm saying? I'm adding 2 secrets. But guess what? Here's another crazy part. Am I adding 3 secrets? And then it gets worse because the worst part is just maybe I'm adding 4 secrets. There is a chance. There's a huge chance that they're doing that. But it has to be all to that. If you could measure loading too, by the way, if you could actually measure loading when a line is loading. So this has your attention. Because if you could measure how they'd want to load a line, right? How you want to take a line and you'd like to load it. That's a thing. I'm done after this one because this stuff's too creepy, dude. This stuff's too creepy. You know what's creepy about this? See, they add this. See how they add this right here? So that's kind of gets your brain up and going. But then what they really want you to see, so they want you to cut this off, right? And see that. And then you're like, what the heck is that? That's a good, what the heck is that example? Because it's just like, man, what the heck is that? Attachment. See, when they're attachment or connecting or fusing something, it's another mean moment that they have. That's another mean moment they have. Right now, they're attaching this, so this is attached, and then they're having it up here, like bra, right? So it's so mean that they have an attachment. What kind of confusing thing is that? It's very confusing. You have an attachment and you have bra, but I'll tell you what makes it mean. What makes it actually mean is the thought process behind that. The whole thought process behind that is they just have to have this right here next to it. See what I'm saying? So they just have to have that. And they have to have something too that can make somebody bored. You get what I'm saying? So they have to have something that can also make somebody think like, oh, well, I have a pretty good idea. You know what I'm saying? That they have to have like they have a pretty good idea of what this is. That's creepy too. I'm gonna use you being bored. I'm gonna use it against you, right? Just use it against you. This it's crazy to think if we could actually cut. I don't know which one we cut off with these ones. That one looks okay. See, that's the problem. I don't know which one you'd cut off, but you do definitely feel like, I feel like I'd want to cut this one off maybe. That's the problem. I might want to cut this one off. I think so. There's two different movements. Do you get what I'm saying? That's a creepy part too. There's two different movements. There's probably multiple movements, right? Two different movements, and they use so many draining techniques. They use a bunch of techniques, and they really pick on you. They actually really pick on you. They pick on you pretty good. You know what I'm saying? They pick on you pretty good. And they can make you look again and again and again. But they can also make you look at something, you'd be like, you know, right? They can give you the kind of principle. I'd even take this time before I go, I'd take this time, right? See this 1, 2 right here? I'd take this time and I'd say this to you, because I kind of hate looking at this thing. I just do. I just hate looking at that thing a little bit. But I hate looking at it because I always don't have really a good conclusion on it. And I hate to think of it as a female, because if I think of it as a female, then I'm just like, okay, what kind of female do they want me to think of? I do not know. And it almost looks like the same female that they want me to think about, which is sick. That is another sick thing. They'd probably want me to think of Fallen Star again. And that would not surprise me. If that's what they want. But look at here. See this 1, 2 that they got here? It's a crazy element. Now I'm gonna flip you like an egg, right? So what's the crazy element that they have? Also, they got this down here. See, they're trying to show you that animations can be crazy. Yes, animations can be very crazy. Oh gosh, animations can be nuts, and they can be nuts, and they can swing. They can do all kinds of things. This right here, this 1, 2 right here. Okay, this 1, 2 right here. This is what's crazy. Skyward Sword. The Skyward Sword decided that one of their characters, right? They decide one of their characters would just happen to be, right? One of their characters would be placed right next to a structure. So it's like Skyward Sword. And then you think Shadow of Colossus. And you start to think of a lot of things. You start to think Twilight Princess. You start to think things over things over things. Human structure, right? See the structure of a human? It's the structure of a human. And that's structures of humans. Structures of humans are crazy. Are just a crazy thing to add, It's just another thing to add. If I could figure out color, see this one right here? If I could figure out color, then maybe if I could figure out color and I could try and look past this stupid color right here, and if I could do that, maybe we'd be seeing another face. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we're seeing another form of eyes with no smile, which would make sense too. I don't always want to give a smile. I don't want to always give a frown. And Shin Megami Tensei is just an eerie game. It's an eerie game that they've made. They've made this concept with Shin Megami Tensei. And when they've made this concept, I'm sure it's ran through their head that they're like, is there any different ideas, right? Is there any different ideas that they can do with that? Is repetition kind of scary? Yeah, it's kind of scary, especially when you look at this thing. This thing just looks like it's another form, right? Because if you go down here, it looks like almost another form of stretching all the way up. And line animations should always be paid attention. That's another thing. That's why I always pay attention to a line animation. Is even if it sounds boring, even if it sounds boring, loading. They have ways of loading an animation of a line. The TS thought, if you can think of like a good concept behind the TS thought, that's actually a pretty good idea to think about it sometimes. We get back to the 1, 2, 3. See the 1, 2, 3. Now they're adding a TS concept, a concept of TS with 1, 2, 3. So they've had an idea, but I think it's hilarious how easy of a shape it makes. You know what I'm saying? It just makes a shape that's really easy. It's crazy. It's crazy. The Shin Megami Tensei thing. See, I was talking about the Shin Megami Tensei thing. We got too many ideas of Shin Megami Tensei stuff, and that's a crazy thing too. It's like, okay, we got Demi Kids, we got SMT, we got Caillou. You got so many different ones. You got remakes. If see, the whole time I've been talking, it's been kind of feeling like a if. You know what I'm saying? An if. Oh, an article that calls, articles that get emotion. This one's so crazy. This one right here. An article that's actually really, really, really crazy. That they would this right here. They're like, we're not going to show you the right one. I know exactly what this one's about. We're not going to show you the right one. Of course, you're not going to show me the right one. But we're going to show you that maybe you're going to see in the future another one, right? That's the whole thing. This thing's really good to see. This is actually really, really good to see. Even if it's not, something, it's really, really, really good to see. And then eventually they're going to have a way for you to see it again, right? They're trying to get you comfy. See what I'm saying? They're trying to get you comfy with seeing something that's so creepy you don't even know what to say. So they're trying to get you comfy with a very creepy, very, very creepy thing. And there's many creepy things I've been showing in this video, but I'm gonna say to you, they don't have to make it big, okay? They don't have to make it big. They don't have to make it tall. See what I'm saying? They don't have to make it an emphasis. They don't have to, give you an easy idea behind it. All they have to do, that's all they have to do. And it kind of makes sense. And I'll tell you why it makes sense that they're doing this right here. I don't know why they're being so creepy. They're being really creepy right here. They should not be this creepy, but they're being creepy. This one down here, okay, up above, this little diagonal here. But they're being different with this little diagonal. Now, if I could find the right diagonal, that'd be great, right? If I could find the right diagonal, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be cool. That's why it's kind of faded to another arm attachment. So an arm attachment faded. But down here, do you know why you can even feel an energy like this? Let me tell you what's creepy about this. This thing I've been telling you down here just feels creepy. Do you know what feels creepy up above about this stuff? Is that when you go back to look at those deleted Shadow of Colossus pictures, That's what makes it creepy. Or when you go to actually see an Enemy Zero picture. You really should go and see an Enemy Zero picture sometime. That's a picture you should look at. You should definitely look at a Xenoblade X picture also. So all their ideas, the ideas they have, woo! They did this one so well. I can't believe how well this one's done. What if this one might be the highlight of this whole entire video? I would say so. 44 minutes. Yeah, I'd say that's a highlight.